first time in about a week and a half tomorrow from 6 o'clock. What is it? About that in just a little bit. We're live from your drive this afternoon with the Homelesness Activist. We're down on Bolton Street in South Shore, Amazing Graze, due to open in 10 days' time. We're with the man behind this whole operation. Mark Butcher, how are you?
Nervous.
Don't be nervous. You have waved your magic wand with the help of so many fantastic volunteers, people who really care about this town, people who care about helping vulnerable people in our area. Let's start from the beginning. What was the whole inspiration behind this, Mark?
From the beginning? Well, I went out as a street pastor working with the local street pastors, and that was about 9 years ago. And that ended for some reason. It didn't carry on, and I carried on going out to the streets because I'd made some friends, and I was enjoying talking to people at first, just meeting with folk who were struggling, and I just felt as though I had something to give. I didn't know what at the time, and after about 6 or 7 months of being out, and I was used to take a flask and some coffee and just sit and talk to people. And after a few months of doing that, I realised then, Chef, that there was such a need for something. And I prayed about it, because I'm a Christian. And there was, all of a sudden, I was getting this idea of opening somewhere, a facility. And I spoke to a friend of mine, and we had a little wet fish shop. It was an old wet fish shop at the bottom of King Street. And he said to me, Mark, why don't you use this place? And it was full of old furniture. There was not much room in it at all. So we moved the furniture out that day, and before we knew it, we'd got some tables donated, and a friend of ours had brought us an urn, a hot water urn, and we went over to Sainsbury's that night and bought some bread and some cheese. And an old chap from the British Legion who recently passed away, Richard Howard, God bless him, he came past and said, hello guys, what are you up to? And we was just chatting, and I said to him, we're going to open somewhere to feed people, look after people, and just make them a brew and everything. He said, that's a great idea, Mark. He said, why don't you call it Amazing Graze? So we all looked at each other there and then, and it just started from there. And the next thing we know, a friend from Walthamstow Signs, Kev, he'd made us a sign, and we put that above the door, and that night, Shep, I'm not joking, we had 50 people, and that was a Friday night, and there was 50 people there. A musician turned up with a guitar, and it began. That was how it all began, Shep.
So, in a few days' time, we're moving across to this amazing new facility with the help of all these brilliant volunteers, donations from some larger companies as well, which we're going to say thank you to in a little while. This has got to be better, this location, hasn't it?
I think so. James was talking about it earlier. I was listening, and they're banning orders that keep it's not the council's fault. We're not having a go at anybody. Those banning orders need to be in place. We understand that. So, a lot of the location finding, we put all that in mind. We bear that in mind when we was looking, and we knew that South Shore was struggling, and a lot of homeless are going out to St Anne's and Bismarck. So we decided that South Shore was the right place. And this building wasn't even on the market yet. It's been amazing from the very beginning. Finding this building was absolutely amazing. It was through a friend of a friend of a friend that we found this building. As soon as I looked at it, as soon as I stepped inside, I just knew straight away.
What does this mean now then for the future?
It means that we can secure this facility for at least the next 3 years. We plan to do more than that with it. We want to buy this building eventually, and hopefully we might get some lottery funding to do that. So it means a lot for this area in particular. The South Shore is, like I say, it's an area that's it's had a tough time, and a lot of people need help. And we're not just here to help the homeless. We're going to have a food bank. We'll have a Wednesday afternoon. We're going to look after our OAPs. We're going to have work parties out. So there's a lot going to happen. A lot.
Anything you'd like to say personally to everybody who's been part of the success of making this happen so far?
Well, apart from, it just seems that I haven't got the words really, Shep, but what I will say to you is one person's dream is something, but when that inspires other people, it's something else. And this community, this whole town has absolutely amazed us. It feels as though Amazing Graze belongs to the public of Blackpool, and their hearts are in it, everybody's a part of it, and we want to welcome everybody. New, old, if you've been here before, if you've not been here, you know, even people who have been volunteers in the past, we want to welcome them back. We want to welcome everybody to be part of this big community that we're building here in South Shore.
We'd like to come and visit on the day of opening, on the 1st, just so that we can shout even louder than we've done already to say, you're here, now open to help. Can you for that?
Yeah, do you know what, we'd be over the moon. I want to say thank you to Radio Wave, to Stacey, Andy Mitchell, top man you are, Andy, and all the guys there at Radio Wave for backing us up, supporting us and helping us with this.
So many people's hero, this man, Mark Butcher. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Chef.
Keep the amazing work going at Amazing Graze. We'll play.